Yeah, it's off and back on it, big on me, park it. How about that?
On today's episode of Destined to Be Delicious, Cooking with the MadSnap'r, we're gonna
experiment some. So we have a 2-pound shoulder roast. I've never done a shoulder roast on the smoker. That's a pot roast. Put it in a crock pot. Come back 8 hours later. It's ready to go. Today we're going to smoke it. We're going to kind of treat it like a brisket. I'm about to give it all the seasoning love it can handle. Granulated garlic, sea salt, a little bit of Cajun spice, coarse black pepper, and then my Bearded Butcher blend seasoning black, just for an extra little kick of flavor. I'm about to put the seasoning on there, marinate it, let it sit in the refrigerator for probably about an hour. Then we'll go fire up the smoker, pull it out, let it get the temperature, I don't know, not room temperature, but warm up. 20 minutes, 30 minutes before we put it on the smoker, and we're gonna see what happens. Yep, and experimentation. If I'd been thinking properly, I would have seasoned it yesterday, but well, it is what it is. So there it is, all seasoned up. We just pretty much doused it all the way around like twice. Flipped it over, flipped it over, flipped it over. I have no idea how this is going to come out. I don't know if it's going to come out briskety. I don't know if it's going to come out like a prime rib. I haven't even figured out what temperature I want yet. Do I want it kind of medium so it's like a prime rib, or do I want to cook all the way through like a smoked brisket? We will see. I just don't know. But again, I cannot recommend this stuff enough for flavor. All right, let's go fire up the Masterbuilt. Okie dokie. The hopper is full. I did ribs for, I don't know, 4.5 hours the other day, so my hopper was still halfway full. And then always I layer it with a chunk of wood, lump charcoal, this charcoal that has wood in it, because I'm cheap. Anyway, also the this is better to start the fires with on the char griller and the Masterbuilt. This is just a pain in the ass. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. These always work. There's another one that I like, a little wrapper, kind of waxy. Haven't been able to find it in a while. So when I find these, I use these. Seem to work way better. Let's get this thing fired up. And I think in my experimentation today, I'm going to put boiled peanuts on here too. See if they can come out smoky. Yep. Let's see what happens. Here we go. I break it in half and I put both of them in there. And then I'll break out the crack lighter. No, I don't empty my ash every time. But there's my piece of wood to get the extra smoke. So I'll let it do like this for about, I don't know, 30, 45 seconds. Come over and do something productive. Then I'll turn the machine on. I've probably showed this a million times. Then I'll pull these out, hang them up over there on the side. Then I'll close everything. And we'll turn the machine on and let her smoke away. And of course, I'll let it burn off all that. I have decided what I'm going to do. So we're going to take this shoulder roast, place it fat side here, and smoke it for a little while. Probably 5 or 6 hours. I think I'm going to go for briskety. And I know it's not brisket. I said brisket-y. If I can get some charred ends, a good bark, kind of like burnt ends, and still be juicy, I'll be happy. Also, you see I took one of the racks away on this side. I'm gonna boil some peanuts for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Then I'm gonna smoke them. I think this at 250 degrees should be able to keep the temperature going. And yeah, experimentation at its best. I'm gonna go clean this bowl out and get this thing to work. Biggest disappointment on Masterbuilt is the sensor. Here's the experimentation part 2. All right, this has been sitting an hour. I am going to move it over to here. Then I'm going to grab this and put it there. All right, so we're going to bump this up to 250 because I feel like that should keep these peanuts cooking. I'm going to check them every hour anyway, just because I need to make sure fluid stays in there. But hey, let's add moisture to the chamber and we're going to see what happens. I got to go charge my phone. It just cut off my video. Anyway, yeah, smoked peanuts, smoked boiled peanuts. Why not? Give it a try. Will it work? Who knows? Will any of that work? Who knows? It could be a waste of, I don't know, 5 hours or so. We'll see. 5 hours on the meat, probably 3 hours on the peanuts. All right, back at you. Anyway, we are 2 hours in on the smoke on the meat and 1 hour in on the boiled peanuts. Let's see what type of water loss we have. Not bad at all. No bubbling at all though. I was sure that this would work. It may not. Give it a little bit more liquid. That's gonna be yummy no matter what. I can tell that. All right. Put another piece of wood on the smoker. Like that. Down there in the box. Three hours in. Let's check the temperature. Very tender. 154. Man, I really want to eat that now. What do you think? Should I cut into it now? See if it comes out tender like a prime rib, it's poke tender? Or should I let it keep going like a brisket? Decisions. So I'm 4 hours in on the smoke for the roast. I'm gonna pull it. It should be medium-ish on the inside. We're gonna see how it turns out. I'm hungry. I don't want to wait no more. The peanuts never came to a rolling boil in here. I did boil them for an hour before I put them in here. So I'm gonna take them, put them back on the stove and let them boil for another 30 minutes or so. Just to see. Also, I'll do a taste test. I'll check one to see if they're done. But another 30 minutes wouldn't be too bad. So let's pull this beautiful piece of meat off. That looks amazing. And then go put this on the stove inside. Yep. That smells amazing. All right, this thing should be done on the stove right now. That's cut into it. Good and juicy. Good and crispy. Oh, I'm gonna slice this up and I'll be right back. Okay, yeah. So this came out way tender, more tender than I expected it to be. A cheap piece of meat like this, shoulder roast. Steamy, hot, still juicy. I haven't tasted it yet, but I have licked on the fingers. Look at the smoke ring. Oh. It's a mixture between prime rib and brisket. Holy smokes. No pun intended. Experimental Yeah, experiment, a pass. That's ooh. I'll do the peanuts later, because who cares? This is really good, y'all. Cheap 2-pound shoulder roast on the manager's discount thing for like $4. Smoked for 4 hours. Instead of being super tender like a pot roast, it is a mixture between like a prime rib and a brisket. Holy smokes. This turned out. What a good idea. And I smoked whole peanuts, and they came out great too. Try it. Experiment, people. Got a smoke ring.